Like my idea was funded by my dear husband. It was quite a lot of money that we invested, but it's still a startup. So it's not that I can, shout out, think it's a brand new app.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
You are a female entrepreneur, and now, do you feel threatened by your parents' success in order for you to start your own business? Or do you find support? Do you find that your parents came to you and say, okay, you're going to have a business? Okay, we help you the best we can. How was this internal dialogue, and why you decided to actually start your own business? Well, you can have a wonderful life getting a lot of money without headache having a job.
Here, great question, Harry. Probably I don't know, maybe I'm an achiever in life. Maybe I like challenges. Maybe I like to understand what is resilience and to be adaptive in life, because every time I went to the factory where everybody knew that I'm the daughter of the owners, and it was the family business, and it was not only my parents, it was as well my uncle who was the founder initially, but he passed away. So my parents, they took care of all factories, and everybody knew me that I'm the owner's daughter, and it always you feel that anybody can give you any kind of favor, or you don't need to stand in the line, you can go first. And I felt inconvenient, I felt uncomfortable, and I didn't like to be judged by that. I wanted to be judged by things that I accomplish myself in my own life. And I mentioned before, for me, a part of success is to know that you're doing your thing in life. When my parents told me, Iryna, go work for factory, because like every cousin and I felt like it's not
When you
Ukrainian,
have
but
family
Italian
business, everybody
family.
had to work.
Yes, everybody has to work, but it's
Tell
good
me
and
about
bad
it.
about that. Harry, if you came across with that when you're doing a favors for your friends and relatives, not always they're, working out very well for you.
Yeah.
So,
Tell me about it. If we start to talk about this, we're gonna be here until tomorrow. Yeah, because I have family members working in my business,
yeah,
try to help out,
yeah.
and anyway, let's
So
stay in the line. Yeah.
yeah, I felt like, even in factory business, I went to the marketing that was more interesting, more creative,
Mm-hmm.
because I could
Mm-hmm.
feel my inner freedom. Freedom for me,
Mm-hmm.
it's extremely important. It doesn't mean to be 100% independent, because I don't believe that we can be independent. You're still dependent on the universe, on God, on the weather condition, and so on. We are always dependent on something. But I wanted to have my inner freedom to make my own life choices. And I understood that I can read people, I can scan them, I can feel their moods. I'm very empathic. I understood that, I have something within me that I'm very adaptive, and I can understand how to help you. So even within the factory, I found myself in a very creative area, doing scripts or all the advertisement, and doing some kind of fixing relationship between people. So I understood maybe it's my kind of thing. And later on, when I put the first diploma for the best university in Ukraine you can ever imagine for international economic relationship, I said, okay, I finished the university with the highest marks. Thank you, parents, for the best education ever, but I want to do something that I want to do.
How they
So
took
I
it?
was
Did they like it, or they really liked this? They
they
didn't.
were probably unhappy and maybe partly disappointed. But after I tell you the way you see what's going on, unfortunately, with my country and how it's bleeding, and there were a couple of family trials that hit us with the loss of my father. Now I'm great and blessed that I'm not the part of the factory, unless like I'm shareholder as well, but that I do represent something which is only me without anybody. And I always wanted to run away since 13 years old. I've seen abroad. Actually, I came to your motherland, which is England. That was my United Kingdom, was the first country I've seen being abroad. And I felt like, oh, wow, so cool. Nobody knows my family name. It's amazing. I love it. I'm nobody. I love that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing when I know a little bit. I do speak in London, and sometimes I get a stop in the street. Yeah, Harry, hello, and it's amazing when nobody knows you. Yeah, wow, you have a sense of freedom.
Yes.
You have a sense that you can um, start. And Irina, I think let's go to women in tech, because Women are especially in technology. You are co-founder of your own app,
Yep.
and we feel that women have been very underrepresented in the tech space because very little funding comes when it comes to women in tech. And I don't know why. When I have my first company, my first employee, they all were women. And to be honest,
Ah, you're
I
smart,
arrived,
Harry.
yeah, I arrived one day to the office and my manager told me, Harry, we don't need you. Go home. We can grow this business without you. So they did. The girl sent me home, literally. They were coming, yeah, they were coming. My manager, Eva, she was coming once a month to tell me what she was doing with my business. They were a lot better than me at everything, at sales and marketing and everything. I was, every time I was speaking about my employees, the guys, I was telling everybody, man, they're brilliant. You won't believe what the guys are doing. They're renting the roofs. It was a property business. So the whole point is that um, women are very capable of growing a start business and growing business. This is true story. I interviewed like a year ago the Minister of Finance of Zimbabwe. This is what he told me. He told me, Harry, we have a program in Zimbabwe where we give some loans to people, to farmers, and they take this money, they grow vegetables, and then obviously they pay back the loans, and then we lend the money again. And he told me that about 80% of the women they're giving they're paying back the loans and taking a second loan and growing the business where the men had been a disaster. That's what he told me. So he told me actually the government is very happy to lend money to women. They pay back, they're more conscious about the money. But then we go to a tech space and we find a nightmare. We find that women is in tech is the last thing that any VC or any angel investor want to put some funds there. And I don't know, some of them, if they give you money, it's because they want to look good. They want to like a PR article. They're not really feeling that they want to support women in tech. So how you mitigate this challenge, which is tech is already difficult to grow while you're building, which is an app. This is something that it's a very competitive space, and at some point you will require some funding or some partnership. How you navigating this huge and unfair situation that we have at the moment with women and tech in tech?
Absolutely, Harry. Let me do a little think because you reminded me a very funny story about returning the loan. So when I was in the childhood in like my university time, I had a friend of mine and I had a little fight with my parents. When you have big ego, you don't want to ask for nothing. So I asked for $100 or 50 or 100. It was something very tiny bit from a friend of mine. And he looked at me and said, Iryna, what happened to you? Like you're from a family like that. Why do you need money? I said, I can't ask my parents, and I didn't work by that time. I was very little girl. So, like give me for a month. So I returned him in a week because I
Wow.
don't remember. I wrote a poem by that time, already writing a poem, like by the order. So I returned him money very fast. And he told me, I never seen a man returning money faster than you. So you overdid it more than you promised. I think women are very
Wow.
responsible.
Mm-hmm.
We are taking care of our families. We are taking care when you are empathic and kind of our friends sometimes, and of our partners. And I think that's why make women very organized, very focused, and that's why they appear to be unexpectedly good entrepreneurs. And that
Mm-hmm.
happened to the Fifth Avenue when it was Great Depression and women started to run the Fifth Avenue. And we are coming back to the women in tech because sometimes I do attend events and they're great individuals with extremely smart brain. When you think about tech, you think mostly about the man, like it was
Mm-hmm.
like more man's field because it's something very
It
complicated.
seems to
We
me
have
that it's gonna be 100 times harder for you to raise funds that if a man come out with the same app.
But I have to tell you, because our developers, they're from Ukraine, and we have two talented women in the team. All the rest, they are men. But it's amazing what women are doing. Not because I try to sound feministic at all, never ever. I actually admire men, and there are a lot of clients who are men and the couples who come together. So I'm not judgmental at all. But I have to tell you, probably I was blessed in my life, because the other co-founder of this app is my love and business partner, who is my dear husband. He believed in me. He has seen, because I've been working with his friends in person.
Oh, wow.
And when I moved to United States, he knew that by that time I've been working with people over a decade. And he told me, there is any dream you want to accomplish? And say, yes, for many years I'm thinking about this app. And we decided to make it self-help and self-love, which is very connected and very important. And of course we do AI touch, but it's not to replace the person. I don't believe that human can be replaceable, but there are some features to be up to date, to be modern, So he funded the app. He's my full business partner, and when I need business strategic decisions, he's helping it out. I'm running it. I'm brain behind it, like expert brain, and actually I do the all administrative and marketing work and everything. But I have to tell you, you told me the story when women were letting go home. I have to tell you, it's a very important balance of feminine and masculine energy. I would never ever believe that sales could be done without masculine energy. I'm not talking about man himself. I'm talking about masculine energy. So all women will become that man. And I don't want to turn into that. I want to stay a feminine woman and being a loving wife. But I knew, and it was not only financial decision to become partners, it was about making it our baby and to have a balance of masculine and feminine energy. So I was funded, like my idea was funded by my dear husband. It was quite a lot of money that we invested, but it's still a startup. So it's not that I can, shout out, think it's a brand new app.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.